wondering why you're here, who I am, why I'm doing this to you. So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear. You win the game. If you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger. You think I'm some sort of savage? If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. I win.
Welcome to this podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Same Shit, Different Day, the podcast.
Same shit, different day. What up, man?
It's good, brother. How's it going?
Chilling, bro. Another day.
Yo, shout out to Frankie Lindor. How you like the hoodie, kid?
Yo, that shit is flavor. Shout out to Bleacher Report, because that is a...
Barstool.
Oh, excuse me, Barstool.
Barstool
Sports. Shout out to them, man. That hoodie is flavors.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's go Mets.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go Mets. At least, I mean, it's always been that way for me.
Shots is being thrown early. All right. We going Brett Favre this game? Go, let's do it.
Let's go. UFC 263, bro. Let's kick it off.
Oh, what a fire card, man.
Crazy, man. I think we got to give an honorable mention to the Jamal Hill-Paul Craig fight.
Yo, I'm going to stop doubting this guy when he comes out with his fucking face mask on, because he comes out like a ravaged animal and well-deserved warrior face mask, bro.
Yeah, I seen one of them videos from behind the scenes, obviously, one of these days during fight week in like the hotel or some shit, or like the buffet line or some shit, where Jamal Hill is just getting in his face. Like, my man is trying to eat his mashed potatoes, leave him alone. Like, y'all about to fight.
Yeah.
What is that all about? I never understood that shit. Like, when you guarantee to fight, you know what I'm saying? It's happening. So
I think we need to start making that more known when these fighters are talking all this shit before the fights, and you get put in your place. I think you should be called out on it.
Are you dumb? Yeah. Well, see, I think it says something about you, because I think y'all about to fight anyway. So it must be that you're trying to convince yourself.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you trying to get him nervous, or him or her, your opponent, nervous.
Wrong.
I don't think that shit means anything for your opponent, though. It depends,
It's a nasty look, bro.
Yeah, nasty look. So is his arm.
His arm flailing and dangling around. Yo, ref, what's going on?
Oh, my God. That shit was nasty looking.
Yeah, man. And my man continued to, like, flop, try to get position, and his arm is just, grab my hand.
Oh my God. Dana said after the fight, if you could believe it, in the post-fight press conference, that shit wasn't broken.
No, I couldn't believe it.
I still don't. You need a second opinion, my man.
He said they snapped it right back into place, and he's got full range of motion. Like, what?
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Good for him. Good for him.
Right?
That's the case.
Yeah.
I seen them fucking partying after the fact, so.
Oh, yeah? Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, together. So that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yikes!
If you chill with somebody who just snapped your shit on pay-per-view, I don't know.
Cool. Shout out to him.
Yeah, thought that was interesting enough to bring up. But if we could roll into our picks, start with Lauren Murphy. I got to give her the respect, I guess, right?
I've been hearing a lot of people say this fight could have went either way. Joanne should have won. I had Lauren Murphy winning, not just because I had her, but I mean, I had her winning this match.
Yeah, I feel like she won the fight pretty much. I don't know. I feel like it could have gone either way.
Right.
And I guess it depends on what you value more. And after all these years, we're still getting to know that with the judges. We don't know yet.
Right.
But I'm not trying to take nothing away from her. That's 5 in a row. She probably going to get a title shot.
Does she want that title shot?
Probably not.
Because, they made quick work to mention Shevchenko.
I mean, she's asking for it. Laura Murphy's asking for it, and I get it, because what are you in this for if you're not? But
very true.
I get the feeling you might regret that later. But once again, I guess that's me still being disrespectful, because 5 in a row.
5 in a row, word.
JoJo's one of my favorites, and she got the nod. So what are you gonna do? Laura Murphy rolls on into the 125 division, and prayers up for her if she goes up against Valentina. I guess surprise me again.
That's all.
Brad Riddell, City Kickboxing. It did not burn to the ground. We could just spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. My man was dead wrong.
Oh, I got a lot to say about that later.
Okay.
But Brad Riddell, I mean, does what he does.
Yo, they put up a brawl. Well-deserved fight of the night.
Yeah, definitely. And I had a feeling it was going to be a great fight. I said that last week, and it's exactly what happened. But
yeah,
I don't know.
They stumbled each other. What is there not to know? Brad Riddell, you can't complain about him no more. Give him. Let's see what's next for him. He comes out and he gives out another performance like that. How many more do you need to see?
Nah, you know what? I'm not hating on him, and really my reaction has nothing to do with him. I just like Drew Dober, and it's sad to see sometimes. I mean, he's right.
He put up a hell of a scrap, bro.
I know.
Nothing to take away from that.
But it starts to stack, and that's what I mean. I hate when I see it from down the road and it looks unfair. Like the first one is Islam Makhachev, and it's like, all right, that is what it is.
Yeah.
That was a rape. And then you got this fight, and even though once again he brawls it out and he has a great fight, at the end of the day he loses.
All right.
So now it's starting to stack on him, and I mean, I just hope he bounces back after this. I'm looking forward to it.
Got to do a better job of booking him fights, man. Putting him up against monsters.
Can I just say now too, though, and I could have waited till the main event, but I want to say also that, like, my bad on some shit that I didn't do my due diligence, I guess, or maybe it happened after we recorded. I'm not sure, but like the whole City Kickboxing dude who passed, who's basically, from what they're saying, was murdered, like Izzy and Brad Riddell's teammate.
Yeah. Like,
I did not know about that. And I say that twofold. Like, number one, I wouldn't have been as disrespectful regarding, even if I thought they were going to lose the fights, I stick to that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been as disrespectful about, like, burning down the camp and all that. I don't know if it had happened yet or happened after, or I just wasn't aware of it.
Right.
But I didn't realize that. And on another front, because I'm true, just an honest guy, had I known that, my feelings on the fights probably would have been a little different too. Like,
yeah, you already know, man. They went in there with something, with a purpose.
Like,
not that they didn't have one before, but
let's just say, with all due respect, if you talking money, you talking gambling with somebody, you'd be like, yo, this is the reason why you got to jump on these guys, because they're coming in, like you say, with a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Brad Riddell kicked that off, and him and Drew Dober had a slobber knocker, as JR would say.
Hell of a fight.
Yeah, man, great fight. Bilal Muhammad, remember the name.
Who the fuck is that guy?
It's his 5th in a row.
On to another one. This one not so much exciting.
Not so much exciting, but when I broke this down last week, I already saw this coming. I don't think he finishes Maia. Maia's world-class tough.
All right, as tough as he is, my man did nothing but stop the takedown. That's it.
Yeah, I know, but that Maia beasts on that all day, and that's what it was like the Tyron Woodley fight. You could only do what you dealt with. At the end of the day,
disgusting. Like, you're in contention for a title shot. They handed you a man that clearly was done after this, and you put up 92 total strikes.
Wait, what?
The thing is, do you remember the Tyron Woodley fight? It's like, even worse. It was even worse than this. It's Damian Maia and his style more than anything. Because at the end of the day, man, the only way this guy can fucking beat you, and we've had this conversation before, no matter the style, if you're facing someone and there is one specific way, and listen, a fight can end in many different ways, And if there's one specific way, this is the way this guy can beat me.
Yeah.
You avoid that. You don't throw hands with that guy if he's got no ground game. You don't fucking you don't let that guy take you down. Because listen, you could batter him up with some strikes, but eventually when you're coming at him all aggressive like that, Maia's gonna get you to the ground. He's gonna slip you up because you're coming to batter his face in. You might get 4 or 5 on him, but he's gonna body lock you and take you down, and then he might strangle you, and then fuck it all. You're done.
So I guess you go in there and you do what you did, and you get nowhere near a title shot. Because
all right, but he's won 5 in a row.
Don't care. No, this last one doesn't even count.
It does count.
You did nothing but stop the takedown. And then when you did get taken down, you got taken down for almost a whole round.
Yeah, but you have to give him, I know this isn't actually tangible in any way, but you have to give him a little respect for the adrenaline dump of the fact that he was just facing Leon Edwards in the main event. He got eye raped very early in that fight and lost the opportunity completely. And on this same card, Leon Edwards is getting to fight Nate fucking Diaz. I mean, that in itself is sort of demoralizing while you have to sit front row and get the best seats in the house, right? You jerk the curtain for them. All right? So just the fact that he still was able to withstand it, and like I said, if that's the only fucking way Damian Maia can beat you, why are you going to do anything else and slip up and let him beat you that way?
Bilal, I'll remember the name for next time. Bending against your ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, leave him alone. He won the fucking fight.
Yeah, but it was disgusting, bro. He didn't throw his hands at all.
You had Damian Maia? You had money on Damian Maia?
No, not at all. I had Bilal, but it was just disgusting. Just watching, like, I'm not mad at it, but no, I'm not. I'm glad I won, but it was just from a fan aspect. That's not going to get you a title shot, bro.
I guess. Yeah. But I don't think this was in any way. If he had stamped him in one round, I don't think this gets him a title shot. It's still Damian Maia at this stage.
It puts you on the right path.
He's still on the right path. He's not off it, at least.
He's lost on the interstate, bro.
No way. And as far as Damian Maia goes, Dana said that was it for him in the UFC. We won't see him back. He wants him, obviously wants him to retire, but he can do whatever he wants in another organization. And as far as the finger rapist who caught Bilal in the last main event, Leon Edwards, what are you going to do? 9 in a row. He fucked Nate Diaz up for 4 rounds, 4 minutes.
Yep.
And 10 seconds. He fucked him up.
Yeah.
Beat him up and down. I mean, Nate's tough as fuck, as always.
You already know that's what
and I told you, though, the cuts, these doctors have been made aware. And that New York shit that happened is not going to happen again. Yeah. And basically, I think it's very similar to what you would have seen if they had finished the Jorge Nate fight.
Yo, the eye held up surprisingly. It was the side of the head that was disgusting looking.
Which apparently is what pushed this fight back because he got a real bad cut on the side of the head.
Oh, okay.
That's why they ended up having to move it back, which is why we had the 3 5-round fights on the main card here. And I mean, it was a great fight. It was typical Nate.
Yeah.
But yo, if your heart didn't jump out of your fucking chest in that last minute, you're not alive.
True.
Strap a Fitbit on him. Make sure he has a pulse. Because that shit is ridiculous, bro. I wish he didn't do the pointing shit as much, although, I don't know, he kind of did get alert pretty quickly when I watched it back, but not quick enough.
Nah, you jump on him instead of pointing at him, bro, that fight's over.
Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine if he had finished him there? I mean, just the thought of that
across the streets.
That shit gives me goosebumps.
I could imagine what that arena would have did. It probably would have fell, bro.
You just took the words out of my mouth. The roar of the crowd. If the ref had stopped it with like 10 seconds left, oh my god,
bro,
my TV would have my TV would have fell off the wall.
Shook the building. That shit was crazy.
That's why
it was good to see Nate, though. Yeah, it was good to see Nate, yo.
That's why you gotta love him.
Glad he's still here, man.
I'll tell you what, man. I had a little bit of a hot take during all this, and I'm gonna be full honest here. Ever since the 3-piece in the soda, which I thought was ridiculous, and like I mean, like, damn, that was gangster. Like, fuck.
You already know.
On camera, like the fact that the camera followed him, saw him piece him up, all that.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, man. All these years since then, I've thought to myself, if they was to lock them in a cage, though, I think Leon Edwards would fuck Jorge Masvidal up. It's almost reminiscent of George St. Pierre and Nick Diaz. Like, if George St. Pierre and Nick Diaz were in a restaurant, both fucking eating spaghetti and meatballs, Nick Diaz would get up and slap him, and George St. Pierre wouldn't do anything. But when you lock them in a cage, he's like that professional fighter who, in that setting, I think would put the whips on him.
I hope we see this, and I hope you keep that same take.
No. I feel completely different after this fight.
Oh.
And I know Jorge just got knocked clean by Usman, but I actually think Jorge would fuck him up.
Yeah.
Yo, Jorge comes back fighting the way he did Nate in the Garden that night.
Right.
I think he fucks him up, yo. Straight up. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Nate's just prone to taking that damage. Jorge's a little more elusive, and Nate always has to get going. I would really like to see that. And if you're Jorge Masvidal, my God, this is the fucking smartest path for you, man. It's laid out. This is what you got to hope for. You got to go in, fight Leon Edwards, win that fight, and you got to hope Colby Covington takes the belt from Usman. And you will find yourself in your third title fight in the last 4 fights for you.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Him versus Colby. And then if not, Leon Edwards does win. Of course, he gets it. I think it's kind of like crazy, and I don't know if it's going to happen just because of that. Like, that's his 9th win in a row, and I feel like he's going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? But I feel like the UFC could convince him because, yo, if you don't go get that back.
Bro, you got to go get that back for yourself. And you're not, I mean, maybe you're next in line, but you ain't seen a title shot for at least a year, bro.
Yeah, and you better hope it's...
You're going to need something to do.
And what if it's as crazy as the first fight? If it's half as crazy as the first fight, those guys are going to need a break for a while.
For a while, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't know. Edwards, I think he has to be convinced. And just the fact of, like, if Dana White shows up at a press conference and says, yeah, I mean, you know, we offered him the Masvidal fight, and you didn't agree to get that back.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear it.
You got to take that. Yeah, you got to take that.
Outside of that, man, he, 9th in a row over a stretch of time because he missed some time there with everything that happened in the world, the pandemic and shit, living overseas. But big win over Nate Diaz. But I'll just say one last thing. Call me a fucking Nate Diaz nut hugger, Diaz army, whatever you want to say.
Okay. No
ref, no judges. Leon dies.
Nut hugger.
That shit is on the streets of Stockton, California. That shit is on the streets of fucking England, wherever the fuck Leon Edwards is from. Right. I don't give a fuck where it is. 30 more seconds, another minute. I mean, you can't always say that. I get it. He had plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So, to me, it really resembled some, like, won the battle, lost the war shit. Because, I mean, my man didn't just stumble off that one punch. He kept going. He was looking up at the clock like, Jesus, can this end?
Yep. And you still have like 40 seconds on there.
And Nate's like a fucking zombie. Covered in blood, just coming for him with all the cardio, same cardio he had in the first round.
It's true.
Oh, man. You got to fucking love Nate.
Yep.
I'm not surprised.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
We talked about what's next for Edwards. What's next for Nate? This was a weird one. This was weird, though. This was like, he doesn't usually do this. He doesn't, not even that he's like not trying to fight the number 3 contender, but he's not trying to fight the number 3 contender when he's Leon Edwards. I didn't get this.
Right.
But Nate, I think, is finally just like, nah, I'm above all of that in the game. I personally think you watch the play out of the Conor Poirier fight first, and I'll probably give him the loser of that fight. Whoever loses that, because whoever wins that is going to fight Oliveira for the belt next.
Right. Yeah.
So whoever loses that, I go with Nate Diaz, because either you get the Conor trilogy or you get the Dustin Poirier fight we were supposed to get anyway.
Right. I can see that happening.
That's where I the only things I can see for him right now, either that or running back the Jorge fight, because Jorge just got obliterated in the last one. But that was a good one, man. I was worried about the length of this one with all the decisions we were bound to see, but at least the co-main event did not go to the decision.
Quick work. Another shit talker that got his ass handed to him.
You gotta stop shoving people and shit and weigh-ins and shit.
How about you fucking don't cry at fucking weigh-ins?
I thought my man was just hungry, to be honest. I was trying to give him a pass on that. Like, yo, he was definitely just hungry. If you've seen the way he showed up with 40 seconds left to the weigh-ins, I don't even know if that was crying as much as complete gloss over. You could have asked him where he was, what his name was. He had no idea.
Disgusting.
He was floating.
The undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, Figueiredo.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm interested with what happens with this division, though. It's still very light on contenders.
Yeah.
But let's not even dwell on the parade right now. Brandon Moreno, Mexico's first UFC champion. Congratulations, man. Shocked the world by sub, too.
Shocked my ass. So, I mean, yeah, congratulations to Brandon Moreno, bro. By rear naked choke. I got to watch him take his fucking back and choke him the fucking... Oh, and then my man you just got choked out. Why are you going to lifting him up by his ball sack?
Yikes!
Put that man down and go, get the fuck out of here, man. I can't with this guy.
He probably wants to go to 135. He's done there. He almost died.
Bro, he said, Dan, give me 6 months. No, the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. I think because it's Mexico's first champion, they might keep it around and try to throw him a couple defenses.
Yeah.
And you gotta like Brandon Moreno, man. How could you not, you know?
You can't say anything bad about the guy.
But I'll be honest, man. I truly, truly felt like no fucking way. Like Figueiredo was gonna mop him up this time. Like,
Wrong.
I said it. That whole fucking long speech I went on last week about the Diego Sanchez, Gilbert Melendez fight, and when you really watch it and what it looks like, and it's the truth, man. I don't give a fuck. Go back and watch that first one again. Moreno's getting tagged most of the time. Yes, he is throwing back, and yes, that is shocking, but it's not at an equal clip. It's Figueiredo's running through him, and it's shocking that he's still standing, and then every time he throws back with a flurry, you're like, oh my God, not only is he still standing, he's throwing back.
Yeah.
This was none of that.
There was none of that. So what do you say now? I'm tired of the fucking excuses. That's where we're going to go with this. I'm tired. The first one was he was sick in the first fight. He wasn't 100% himself. This one now, it's the weight cut. He up to the last second, trying to get the weight down. I don't want to see a third fight.
He looked like he almost died.
Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby.
You may get the third fight just because there's no one else to do it right now.
You definitely probably will in 6 months, and Brandon Moreno's definitely down for that. Take his time. This guy's definitely going to have to come in with a better nutritionist and do it a smarter way earlier and stay there, because this cut in last second ain't doing it for you, my man. You're losing something. If something was clearly lost this week.
Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Because honestly, you could say it's the weight cut, and I get it, but I've seen people look on death's door. And at the end of the day, I know it sounds crazy to the average person's head, but it's true, man. Like, you are on death's door for like the night before, sleeping into the morning of the weigh-ins, depending on how bad you were in between the fights. You know, so how much you got to cut, basically. So it's hell right there. But as soon as you get off that scale, You're drinking water, you're drinking Gatorade, you're eating a nice steak, you're filling back up.
Right.
And I know it doesn't sound like a long time, but by the next night at fucking 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he's fine.
Yeah, he should be recovered. Word.
Something else was there. Something else was there because this isn't Figueiredo's first dance with not being able to make weight. The motherfucker looks like he's going to die every single time he does make weight, and that only goes for the times he does make weight. There have been plenty of times he didn't. You forget the first Joseph Benavidez fight for the vacant belt?
Yep.
He misses weight and fucking creams him, and then there's no champion because he missed the fucking weight.
I remember.
He barely made it in the second one when he choked Benavidez to death. And he looked like the same savage I thought we saw, like straight from the hairdressing salon to the ring.
The fucking little hairdresser. I'm not even going to get on him.
Yikes!
6 months. Brandon Moreno, take your time. Enjoy being a champ, bro.
Yeah, that's cool for him, man. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He was cut from the UFC, came back, went on a run, and now he's a world champion. Congratulations to him.
Congrats.
And in the main event of the evening, the middleweight belt was contested, I guess you could say.
Marvin the Matt Hunter Vettori.
Pussy!
Marvin the motherfucking Martian.
Yeah.
You idiot. You stupid bitch.
I need to understand something.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
You know, I always sort of emphasize that point that Israel Adesanya has been trying to make about Marvin for the last couple of weeks during the lead up to this fight, which is, why are you hanging on a loss? Once again, if you watch the pod, you'll have heard this before. It's called the Alexander Gustafsson syndrome.
Yep.
He lost to John Jones, not as bad as everyone else did, and he's beginning to get fucking delusional.
Yeah.
And many of these guys do it. Your boy over here, fucking Farmer Jim with the baldy at 26 years old, Dominic Reyes.
Oh, shit.
He fucking swore it was his belt, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Polish Power still wearing that shit on his shoulder.
Damn straight.
I don't understand the delusion, but what I will say is, right, Alexander Gustafsson, even the man I have named the fucking condition after, rematches John Jones, gets finished by ground and pound strikes, shakes the man's hand, and never speaks again of his now 2 losses to John Jones.
Shut your mouth!
Okay.
You
Now,
know, manly shit.
But Marvin Vettori, I know the first thing that would be combated to what I just said is that he didn't get finished. You could say that, but let's also remember that while getting swept 50-45, kudos to you on calling that exactly. And now it's a 5-round fight, not 3.
5-round sweep.
Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here.
50-45 across the board.
While getting swept 50-45, my man proceeded to squeeze your butt cheek and open your asshole.
Yikes!
On pay-per-view.
Yo.
This guy is molesting these people, yo.
Yeah.
He told him before the fight, Marvin, I'm going to make you my next bitch like I did Paulo.
It's an Aussie thing.
He let him get his offense by trying to take him up against the cage and directly at the camera spread his cheeks to let him fart. He opened his asshole on national television. And the best of all is, if this guy wasn't delusional from the first fight, he actually had the balls, the big Italian fucking meatballs in between his legs. And I don't even know how he walks and how he puts his shorts on backwards. I don't even know how he does it with them big tostones he's got in between his legs. Because after losing this fucking 50-45, this man had the nerve to throw his hands up at his face and do a what?
Yeah.
Yo, we've seen some crazy shit in the past after taking a battering to your fucking skull, right? We saw Alistair Overeem get up and be like, yo, Stipe tapped. And then Joe Rogan awkwardly went to the camera when Stipe didn't tap.
Yep.
Stipe tapped your fucking head off the fucking canvas. That's about it. And maybe you didn't realize that through all this. So I'm thinking, okay, he just got battered for 5 rounds. He's tough. I'll still give him that. Marvin's tough because I watched a man clearly outskilled and outgunned with no right of being in there. It was like bully beatdown.
Yes.
It was like bully beatdown. But He still didn't get finished. So I'll give him that one respect.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what he is finished doing. He's finished ever standing across the cage from this guy again. That's over.
Yeah.
Over.
Back to the middle of the pack guy.
I don't know what he's going to do. I heard he was weighing in at 207 on Fight Night. So I'm thinking maybe his big Italian ass could just move up to 205 and cut less. Because as long as Adesanya has the belt, you are done, my man. You got your asshole spread on live television. And you know what? Let me not slip this point before we get out of here about this fight. You threw your hands up saying, what? How did I lose? You then Izzy told us about an exchange you two had where he goes, all right, man, now, even if we don't like each other, let's at least show some respect now. At least you know now, right? I beat you.
Exactly.
He goes, what? You think you won that one? Yeah. I definitely won that one.
You see how Izzy looked at him and just shrugged him off like, you're fucking nuts.
But what's crazy is Izzy even didn't know what we knew sitting at home, which somebody needed to tell Marvin, that there were cameras and audio in your corner each round, my man. Your head fucking coach. No. Back the fuck up. We ain't gonna sit here and act like you just confused from this fight. We ain't gonna sit here and act like you took a beating and maybe you got some fucking CTE deteriorating your brain. No, we ain't gonna act like that. Yeah. No, we not. We ain't gonna act like you was in the midst of it all and you thought maybe I got some offense off and maybe he didn't get much off and he didn't hurt me, yo. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. Your leg is fucked up right now, and he definitely tapped you up more than you even touched him. But through all of that, Rafael Cordero, famed fucking MMA coach, stood in this jerk-off's fucking corner, looked him in his fucking eyes in between each and every single one of these rounds.
From the very first. After 5 minutes, they sat down. He didn't even sit down on the stool. Yeah.
And when I text you after like the third round, I said, yo, he's going to punch this coach, yo. Because I'm thinking, yo, I could see it happening. You could see it coming because each round, his coach looked him in his eyes and said, yo, you clearly lost that fucking round. And he looked at him. He goes, what? Every round he did it.
Yo, so the first round, his head like snapped. Like, yo, say that again. I might hit you.
I was prepared for him to slap Cordero. And those guys should have just walked off at that point because he just pleaded with him every round. You got to go first. He's counter, like you can't let him just fuck you up with that leg. You got to go first. Why are you just sitting there? Yeah. You lost that round. You lost that round. You're down 2 rounds. He said it to him in every fucking language. It's 3-0. You lost that round. You lost that round. It's a sweep. Oh, we're going into the end. You need a finish. Is it Paulo in there? Paulo's drunk. Vettori's drunk. Oh, shit. All of y'all drunk. Stop drinking.
Yeah, seriously.
How hard does Adesanya hit, yo? He hits these dudes fucking retarded. They need a fucking rubber room, the both of them. He retired Paulo, and he might retire Vettori after this.
Next thing you know, Paulo will be fighting on YouTube.
They both extras in SVU. They could already play the part, yo. They lived it.
Yeah, he got 2 victims.
Unbelievable. I can't believe he actually believes he won that fight.
He wasn't there. I don't know who was there. He wasn't there, though.
Like, all jokes aside, yo, if you care about him, which I don't, but if you do, get him a CT scan or something, yo.
True.
Because I don't think he's there or he understands the way this will. I don't know. It's kind of a hard fucking sport to not understand, you know? It's not like you could just go in there and be like, wait, where do I shoot this basket? What's the play we run? How do I throw this baseball? No, like if you go in there saying what's going on here, in about a couple seconds, you're going to find out because there's going to be somebody punching you in your face.
Flat line.
So how could he not understand what happened here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad the middleweight division gets to move on from that.
True.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Bobby Knuckles. Bobby Knuckles is next, bro.
Time for a scrap, man.
We'll talk about it when it gets officially made and I don't want to keep disrespecting Izzy, but if I could be give one caveat to his performance, he should have finished this guy.
True.
I don't love that he didn't. And to me, it says that he might have still lost a piece of him in that Jan fight. Listen, he had lost fights in kickboxing and shit, but there's something different about when you're running up through the UFC, you're 15-0, 16-0. You've washed everybody on the way up. And you get that first one where you got to stand there and just eat it. And it's super awkward to see you going back and having to fight for your title after that. And that's why Dana never wanted to do these double belt shits. It's just like a piece of him was lost in that, man. This guy was so outclassed. It was disgusting.
I disagree.
I don't know how, man. I
don't think anything was lost, man. You shoot for the moon, bro. It is what it is, man. He missed.
I think he fought a little more conservative than he usually does. There's no doubt about it. There's no way you could deny it, because he didn't want to make that one stupid mistake and compile his problems. Like I said with Drew Dober, right? It's like you make that one mistake and all of a sudden now it's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Now you've lost your middleweight belt too. So he fought a perfect fight.
Right.
But in this next one, I think he's got to make a stamp. And I think that could be a catch-22 for him either way, because if he's not prepared and has the fire to make that stamp, I think Bobby Knuckles could put some knuckles on him.
You're not calling him out if he ain't got it. If you don't think he got it, bro. That's the one thing you got to respect it, bro. He's calling out everybody, the top guys. He ain't running from no fights, man.
What I got to respect about it is that he's beat these guys already and he's still calling them out. That takes a lot. That takes a lot. I'm serious. No, I don't mean that to be a dick. I'm being serious because there's nobody left. It's not like I'm saying he's avoiding new challengers. He's just going through them a second time, and he's not even being a typical whiny bitch like most of these UFC fighters where he's like, oh, I already beat this guy. He has every right to say, I knocked out Robert Whittaker 2 times in our last fight.
Yeah.
In a round and a half. What the fuck do I need to fight him for?
It's true.
He said, fuck it. You came back, you bounced back, you won a couple fights, you're rightful, you're deserving.
Right.
And at least he acted like a fucking man. Not like these fucking clowns, Costa and fucking Vettori. These two are a fucking sideshow circus. They both are. They should fucking go fight with Jake and Logan Paul since they want to get paid so bad.
They just might.
Izzy Adesanya retains the belt. We get to see Bobby Knuckles later this year. I really want to see that. That's going to say everything to me. That's going to say everything.
Yeah, I want to see what he's been up to, but yeah, we'll leave that for later on down the road.
So if UFC 263 was a steak dinner at Michael Jordan's steakhouse in fucking Mohegan Sun with 6 different special amazing sides, UFC Vegas 29. These motherfuckers rolled out a jar of M&Ms for dessert.
I can't, yo. Beggars can't be choosers, man.
I'm not begging. I'm good. Let me get a week.
Damn.
You know what? I'll be called a mighty casual just because of the main event. Like, the main event is legit as fuck.
Yeah.
But, the rest of it, like, come on.
The rest of it is definitely a sleeper. I mean, shit. How hard was it to choose these fights you wanted to pick?
Yeah. I mean, hard, I guess, because I didn't really want to pick any of them.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like these 3 were, well, at least 2 of them are definitely worth my eyeball. Like, if I didn't watch this card, I would watch both of these fights.
Right.
And then I figured just throw one more because 3 sounds a little better.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't mad at it. Which one? Let me take a guess. Diego Lima and Matt Brown?
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Matt Brown's a legend.
Yeah, a legend, definitely. Down with the whole,
This disrespectful. What was that fucking stutter shit before? What was that?
A legend.
He's not allegedly. He's a legend.
Nah, he's a legend. I mean, I guess I would put him in the same category as, B Unit. He's down with B Unit, bro.
He is a pretty hairy bear. Diego Lima is the brother of former Bellator welterweight champion. Lima lost to Bilal Muhammad in his last fight. It broke a 3-fight winning streak.
To the madman Bilal, who has since disappeared.
But I will say, with just a little looking into that, I felt like, I don't know, man, these Lima brothers, I like them a lot.
Yeah.
And I think they don't get enough respect. But then all of a sudden, I start feeling like that takes a turn for maybe you're giving them too much respect. I think even when you look at his 3-fight winning streak, I mean, 2 of them were split decisions. And when I see split decisions, it's like, I mean, if it's not like some robbery dumb shit, it means it was a coin flip.
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, Matt Brown's lost 2 in a row. He was on a 2-fight win streak himself. Lost by decision to Condit in his last one, I think.
Yep.
The immortal, man. See, the problem, as I've mentioned before with a lot of these guys, is either they get a win and say, well, then I can keep doing that, or they get flatlined and say, I can't go out like that. I don't know. I think I'm going to say fuck it and go Matt Brown.
That's disgusting. You stick with your goddamn legend. My man after the fight will be coming to Chrissy Maloyk's retirement home.
Smoke weed every day.
That's my underdog of the night.
There we go. I like to hear it.
Only a 2-point urge gives out like plus 140.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Matt Brown by TKO.
Wow, okay.
Bang, bang.
Has Diego Lima been knocked out before?
He will be Saturday night.
Nah, man, I don't think so, bro.
We'll see.
Highly doubt it. He has been back in the day, but I don't see it. I got Diego Lima by decision. Matt Brown, 3 in a row. Come join the club.
I have a delusional hope that Matt Brown fucking throws an elbow in the clinch and knocks this kid unconscious and then just retires.
Could see it. That would be good for him.
Just stop. I'm just worried that if he does do what I predict him to do and win by TKO, that we see him at fucking UFC Vegas 37 2 months from now, and he just won't go away until they have to fucking peel him off the canvas. But
right.
Chito Vera, Marlon Vera, the kryptonite to Sean O'Malley's fucking bitch ass ankle.
Oh shit.
The one on Sean O'Malley's 13-0.
It wasn't the ankle. It was dead leg, guy. Come on.
Look, this guy wants very specifics because he is
put some respect on my man's name, yo.
He is the president of the ankle pussy club. This man fucking rolls his ankles looking at the floor.
Daily, baby.
Yikes!
So Chito beats O'Malley. I don't know if that's a fluke or not. I'm thinking it probably is. I hate to say that, but I think it is. He lost his last one to Aldo by decision. Aldo's a big step up. Relax.
Yo, at least he looked good. He looked good.
He did look good. He did.
He put up a good fight.
You know, the Davey Grant, 3 fights in a row, 2 of them by KO.
The madman from SBG.
I got to take Chito by sub.
You're out of your mind, kid. Davey Grant's about to put my man to sleep. Underdog of the week.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I saw that and I was like, oh man, this guy is going to come in with so much fucking confidence off of 2 KOs in a row.
Oh, yeah. And granted, they're not big names.
No, but, you know, he's not a big name yet either, so that's okay.
This is the one.
You know. Yeah, maybe.
This is the one.
Maybe. I think Marlon Vera's jiu-jitsu will come into play here.
Okay.
Because obviously we don't only know that Davey Grant has a couple KOs in his last few fights. So does Marlon Vera and his team.
Yep.
Could you strike with him? Yeah, we saw him, you know, stand up with O'Malley pretty well. I don't know. I don't know where I put Chito yet because of the loss to Aldo. I think he still stays down in like the top 10 area, maybe top 15, not necessarily top 5.
Right.
But I do think it's unfortunate to match him up with a guy like Davey Grant, who's on a great run right now, because I do think Chito Vera is like top 10-ish and probably just a little bit better than this guy.
Yeah. So then handle him. That's all. A little more than top 10-ish handle him then.
By sub too. And I'm going with these finishes because, yo, I have to say, these fucking Fight Night Vegas cards,
yeah,
they tend to come through with a lot of good fucking finishes, you know? we don't expect much from them, and then they, I don't know, a lot of guys I feel like pull off crazy shit. So
true.
We got one more. See, there you go. James Harden will play Game 5. It's official, available tonight.
You
Kevin
already
Durant.
know, baby. KD's putting up 45 tonight.
KD gets bailed out.
Damn.
Let's get this main event in before we talk any basketball. We got the Korean Zombie returning after losing that decision to Brian Ortega in his last fight. Dan Ige is a fucking decision machine.
Yep.
But he was on a 6-fight win streak. You know, he knocked off Edson Barbosa in there. He ran into Calvin Kattar, lost a tough fight, bounced back in his last one, knocking Gavin Tucker the fuck out. I had Gavin Tucker. I remember that one well.
Yep.
I'll let you take the lead on this last one here. Ige Zombie. Just remember one thing. Zombie only loses by getting viciously KO'd.
Yeah. And I think that's the type of fight he's going to put out this week. We're going to see whether that Gavin Tucker thing was just a fluke or whether he's really got power in those hands. And isn't he the one that just had the kid and he came out and he made quick work of him? Didn't he just have a kid?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And he's going to be coming in with all the confidence. I'm just saying that's a dangerous game you're playing with Zombie.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the resume, Dan Ige's got fucking 11 decision victories. And, yeah, he got that KO in his last one, but Zombie is a real fucking danger up there on the feet, man.
He ain't the Korean Zombie for no reason, bro. Sure, he lost to Ortega, and you know I'm ready for Ortega to get his shit, you know, push back. But I don't know. I got Korean Zombie, man. By knockout.
Yeah. That's actually what I wrote down as well.
Really?
Yep. I get the feeling Zombie bounces back on this one.
Yeah, I like that move.
And I think they just gotta. That guy's been such a fucking warrior over the years. I think you got to give him one more title shot just to see.
Damn, yo.
What round?
Ortega. You got to do a point system or something over here.
4.
I'll take him in 3. Dish out points for that. I'll take him in 3.
2 points. 2 extra points.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, 2 points. I got him round 4. You got him round 3.
Yeah.
Korean Zombie. I definitely like him in this one. I don't know. I guess if Ige really is going to use this KO over Gavin Tucker to keep, throwing some bombs and having some more exciting decisions.
Go for it.
All respect to it,
He had a brawl against Calvin Kattar. I wouldn't be surprised he comes out and dishes out the hands again, but I don't think it's going to work this time, bro. I think he gets laid out. Round 3, KO.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Zombie. He's going to throw some fucking spinning shit and KO'd Frankie Edgar, Moicano. Forget it. All right, that wraps up our MMA coverage for the week. Thank God no Paul brothers fought this week, so we don't have to talk about any of that horse shit.
Cheers to that.
How about the NBA playoffs, man?
It's rough, man. You hate to see it, yo. You hate to see when your star players go down, man. But what are you going to do?
I got to say, I'm actually disappointed. And I'm not even trying to say because they were, I just want to see them lose, which I do. But I'm disappointed Harden's playing tonight because I just really wanted to see what KD was about, yo.
I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
And you're going to see what he's about. I'm not understanding. You want him on the court with 3 other scrubs and 1 other role player?
I thought you told me he was the best player in the world.
He is.
What's the difference then? What's the difference?
It's 5 other people guarding him.
First of all, Giannis, all he wants to do is shoot
7 if you want to count the 2 refs that's blowing out the team.
Oh, my God. Blowing out the team. You got fucking personal security guards breaking up fights with PJ Tucker on the court.
Obviously, because we need it because the refs aren't having much control.
Kevin Durant is a dork.
No, you can't.
He's a dork.
You can't take what that was that man's own personal decision to come in and hip check PJ Tucker.
You need to really reassess yourself, all right, man.
That was not instruction from KD.
You grew up in a time when the Knicks and Heat would fucking outright fist fight on the court. You had players like Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason on your squad.
Latrell Sprewell was my man, bro.
Latrell Sprewell choked his motherfucking coach out at practice, bro.
You already know.
What the fuck are you talking about out here?
That
you
was
got a
the
personal security guard breaking up. PJ Tucker don't bust one of them Jordans off of your ass, bro. Are you serious? And wait, one of your NBA brothers. This ain't a fan. This ain't a fan or some shit. I would never say a word, yo. Good job, then. Did you not see everybody look at him like, who the fuck are you, bro? The NBA been around 135 years. Ain't nobody's personal security guard ever ran on a fucking court. Are you fucking... Don't say you can't. Be real.
That was his own personal decision to do that. That was not instruction from KD, bro.
What type of corny thinks that's what you should do?
That top flight security.
What makes him think? I mean, has he ever watched an NBA game? Ever?
Top flight security was like, yo, this is my job.
Pussy.
Yikes.
What do you want?
Oh my God, bro. I can't even believe it. I come from the days when Jeff Van Gundy was hanging from Alonzo Mourning leg and hanging from this dude like a fucking barbarian in a tree.
Yep.
Trying to like brawling. What are you kidding me? Oh my God. Shaq and fucking Chuck do fucking NBA night or whatever together every single fucking night of the NBA season. When I remember when they was playing and fucking Chuck bounced the basketball off his face, Shaq threw a fucking left at him, Chuck ducked, scoop slammed him into the crowd, and they go brawling.
Savage.
Now you got KD with personal security on the court to protect him against other NBA players.
He was top flight security of the world, Craig. Of the world.
I have never...
Me neither.
In my life.
But y'all can't blame KD for that.
No, I blame all on KD. He runs around where I mean, as much as you could puff out a pigeon bird chest, he puffs it out like he's the most gangster. But yo, have you ever met such a corny, dorky, weird motherfucker? Like, yo, I got burner accounts. You know, I admit to it. I'm going to be on there fucking trolling comments because I ain't man enough to put it on my... This man is 30 years old plus, and he has burner Twitter accounts.
Shut your mouth!
Don't even try to fake it with them fucking porn star dinner dates you want to talk about. We all know who you at home with.
I understand the Nets slander, bro. But
bro, he is the softest... I mean, on record, just imagine having in your book, being up 3-1 and going to the team that came back to beat you. Imagine having that on your docket. That's in your book. But also, you're the guy who had the personal security guard save him from fucking 6'4" PJ Tucker. You also got that one in your jacket, bro.
Yeah,
How you got that one in your jacket too?
I can't with you.
How
bro.
you got that one in your jacket too, bro? Nah, come on, stop. Stop. You can't have both of those on the books. I don't think anybody beating the Phoenix Suns at this point, though.
It's true, man. They look good. Chris Paul looked like he about to get himself one.
Man, I really hope so, actually. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't give a fuck about who wins. They could stop this shit right now.
All right.
Just put a rest on it. It's not like any teams from New York are playing, so I'm good.
Right.
I mean, like, for the rest of the playoffs.
Right,
but, like,
right. Okay.
So, if I had to root for somebody, though, it's Chris Paul. He deserves it, man. He deserves a ring.
And they look good. They got the squad to do it, bro.
I can't believe Atlanta tied up with Philly.
Disgusting. Doc Rivers should be fired. Now.
Yeah, okay.
Now. There's a reason why Clippers didn't want him. He should be fired now. It's disgusting. You can keep going on Embiid. He's 0 for 12 in the second half. Y'all were up 13 going into the second half.
Yeah, but Chris,
y'all were up 2 going into the fourth quarter.
But tell him what only a few of us know.
Nah, no effect over here.
Tell him what only a few of us know.
No effect over here. Yo, I'll admit it, yo. I've had the fucking touch of death past couple of days.
This motherfucker said days.
Shut your mouth.
This motherfucker said days.
Yo, that's it.
Bro, you're unbelievable, man. You've had the kiss of death for what is actually just a few short years away from 20. We are just a few short years away from a strong 20 years of destruction. Chernobyl. Imagine having a fucking every summer Chernobyl. This guy has torn ACLs. This guy, don't believe the hype on this podcast. 23 episodes of absolute fucking lies. Okay? This guy has ended seasons. This guy has ended careers. He's gotten people knocked out. He's gotten teams that should have won to lose. He was the battery in the back of the Atlanta Hawks last night.
Oh, shit. I'm the reason why the Jazz lost by so much, right?
You are the Space Jam basketball. It's like you going around and you say, oh, you in Philly tonight. Yo, Joel, take this pass.
Yo, Joel, how them knees?
Joel cast the shit. Joel 0 for 12. Joel's knees just turned to Greg Oden's knees.
Disgusting.
Why?
Because Doc Rivers is overworking him.
Wrong. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it was. Just put this on record. I know nobody cares about hockey, but guess what?
Oh, no. Same shit. Different day. The podcast. We ain't talking about no fucking hockey. Get the fuck out of here.
Islanders, baby.
Fuck the Island. Beat. It's all getting beat.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Yo, James Harden don't lose this fucking series, KD. You're supposed to be the best player in the world.
Trusting it. KD puts up 45 tonight, bro.
All right.
45 in Brooklyn.
We'll see.
Island.
Until then, same shit.
Different day, kid.
My brother.
Love you, kid.
Love you, kid. See you next week.
Peace.